Okay, in this video, I would like to discuss the guideline for the research progress presentation. So the research progress presentation will be held on May 16 and May 23rd. So who will present in May 16 or May 23rd will be determined by the random numbers, and I have announced the presentation order in the class website. So I will show you later. And please use slide and present it in English. Okay. And please also upload your slide before 10 a.m. May 16 depends on when you present, and May 23rd. And using the following link. And the format of your slides, the file name is presentation order. So the presentation order, if you are the first presenter in the May 16, you just put 1. Or if you are second presenter, put 2. Okay. So each day will have 13 presenters. Okay. And plus the student ID and your name. Okay. So what's the presentation order is here. You can go to the website and click here. You will find it. So we have 2 days. So each day will have 13 people will present their work. So the presentation order is here. So if you are 1, you are the first presenter. You are 2, you are second presenter until 13. That's for the May 16. And May 23rd is the presentation order is this. Okay. And we also have 13 presenters. Okay. So please check this and to know your presentation orders. So the presentation orders here is for each date. Okay. And there's a 5 minutes presentation. So my suggestion, you just make 1 to 5 slides. So keep shorter, because you don't need to present too many information. And to control time, the audience can only ask questions after presentation. So we will have 2 minutes Q&A. So during the presentation, people actually cannot ask questions. And the content of the presentations, you need to discuss your research topics. So first, you might introduce your research topics, your research questions, and please clearly point out what's the causal relationship you want to estimate. And you can also discuss how to verify this causal relationship, use what kind identification strategy, empirical strategy, either the difference in difference, regression discontinuity design, or matching, or machine double selection methods, something, or synthetic control, something like this. And you also need to point out or discuss the data set you might use. And also discuss how to use your data to measure the key variable. For example, the outcome variable and the treatment variables. Okay. So you don't need to present any result if you get so far. That's for your next presentation, your final presentation. Your final presentation, you need to present some preliminary results. So for this presentation, you just present the general idea of your research, your term paper, and also how to estimate, and also what kind of data set you want to use. Okay, so just focus on this. Okay. So that's all for the presentation, progress presentation. And the second thing I would like to discuss is the homework tool. So the homework tool I have mentioned in the 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago in the in-person class. But here I would like to let you have more time to finish your term homework 2, because this homework 2 actually is also related to your term paper. So some question actually can help you to finish your term paper. So I would like to you have more time to finish it. So I would like to extend the deadline to the May 20th. So it's the Friday, so you just need to submit it before this Friday, before the Friday. So that means it's 11:59 p.m. Okay. So there's no late submission. So if you submit late, you get 0. Okay. And this will count for the 5 points for your total final grades. And the grade structure is like here. And this help you to practice your data command and also help you to work on your term papers. And so your answer, you need to include this data command you use and briefly explain the meaning and your finding, the meaning of the command and your findings. And please upload your answer sheet and log files to these things. So you have experience to do your homework 1, so you should know this. And the structure of the file name is student ID and your name. And you have several questions. The first question is about your research question. So basically, after the research progress presentation, you should know what kind of question you want to explore. So this question is just let you briefly discuss what you want to do. So what's your research question? What kind of causal relationship you want to estimate? What's the treatment variable, outcome variable, how to measure them? And use the potential outcome framework to discuss the causal effect you are interested in. So using the potential outcome, that means Y1, Y0, and your causal effect is try to estimate for the treatment group or for some subgroup or for some populations. So you need to use this question to define this. And that's the answer here. Actually, you can also try to put in your term paper. So that's something you will write in your term paper. Okay. So another question, like second question, is about data commands using the collapse, append, merge. And I think you all learned in the video. So please to watch the video to get more information. For example, you can watch the part 2.
Okay, in this series of videos,
the answer actually is collapse, append, merge. Actually, you can watch it and apply this command to your data set. Okay, so that's the point when you do this homework. Help you to practice and also help you to handle your data set for your term paper. And visualize the data. The first question asks you to use histogram to display the variable you are interested in, and you need to make a graph. And the second question is use graph two-way to display the two variables relationship you are interested in, and briefly explain your findings. That's something you also need to use the command you learn in the class, in the video. Like here, visualize data. And there's another video you can use here. So graph strategy, histogram, graph two-way. So that's something you should know. Okay. And the final question is some preliminary analysis, and I think that might be if you have already determined what kind of data set you use, you should be able to do that. And you don't need to do some very perfect analysis, just very preliminary. Just use a regression to regress to know the relationship between your treatment variable and the outcome variable. Just very simple correlation analysis. Just two variable. And you can also discuss potential omit variable and what kind of omit variable bias, selection bias you might get. You can use omit variable formula to discuss what kind of bias you might get if you just regress outcome and treatment variable. And the third question is you need to include some covariates you need to control, and you should also discuss the covariate you control are the good control or bad control variables. Okay, so that's for the research progress presentation and the homework 2. And I also encourage you to send me email to make appointments or use the booking system to book the compulsory office hours. Okay, so that's all. Okay, thank you.